What's up, guys, and welcome to your Nope.
Your Up Store update.
My Up Store update. Okay, here we go. What's up, guys, and welcome to your App Store update for Wednesday, April 3rd. I'm Justin. I'm joined by Mitch Dyer.
Hello.
And you're making your App Store update debut.
I am.
Sort of.
Kind of.
So
Take two.
Yeah, so we did the entire App Store update, found out we had a problem, and so now, Mitch, you're gonna have to pretend. You're gonna have to be very surprised about everything you're going to see. You have no idea what games we're taking a look at today.
All of these games, however, are surprising, so I can definitely do that again.
Yeah. It is a good App Store update today, even though there's just 4 games. All of them are very strong. The App Store update compiles all the game launches, price drops, and updates for any given, 24-hour period. So if you're not watching this video on Wednesday, April 3rd, you just got to sort it out.
Yeah.
Get it together.
You should have been on time.
Today's one-game debut is one that's near and dear to Mitch. I think this is near and dear to your heart.
Yeah. I mean, Duke Nukem 2 is awesome. It was one of the first PC games I ever played when my family got our first PC. Because we bought it this used computer, and Duke 2 was just one of the games that was on there.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it is. I think so. A lot of people are probably very confused or surprised. Oh, I died. That guy comes out from the background and gets you.
Right, because most people know Duke Nukem is like Duke Nukem 3D.
Right, Duke Nukem 3D is not the first Duke Nukem. It was like a whole thing before that.
Right, it was the first time the series really changed, because it was, for 1 and 2, this like weird 2D action movie thing.
Yeah, and like Duke was a different guy. Like he wasn't
quite. He doesn't
quite.
have like a smarmy dialogue thing going on.
Exactly. So this is a very, I didn't play this growing up. You did, Mitch.
Yeah,
this is sort of a run-and-gun action platformer, but it's not like linear. Like you're not just going through the level. Like you need to like get a key and then go back another way.
No,
and like
it's a lot like Duke Nukem, right? Which inspired by Doom, and it has a similar sense of progression where you're collecting stuff, you're exploring, you're finding stuff, finding key cards, you're fighting enemies, all that stuff in these like branching path spaces.
Yeah. This is $1.99. It's universal. I don't know how I feel about the touch controls. I feel like this is one of those games that you need to have some nostalgia value for. Like,
Almost certainly, yeah.
I didn't play this growing up. I'm finding it like a little bit clunky, but like if you were like, oh man, I played this when I was 8 and it was great, you can have it for $2 on your phone now.
As someone who's separated from it, do you feel like it holds up at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But I often feel that way. Like I played Metroid growing up, but I didn't play Zelda 1.
Yeah.
And like I can play Metroid to this day, but Zelda 1 feels like kind of clunky.
Totally agree.
We do have a handful of freebies today, and they're all actually very strong. This is Lumi, L-U-M-I.
And its art is amazing.
Yeah, this game's really gorgeous.
So pretty.
It's a 2D platformer, and its big sort of twist is that it's got these little points that you can like magnetize to, and then you can like slingshot around at different points using your touchscreen. So, and you're trying to, the goal of each stage, as you can see, it's kind of dark, and you're collecting these, I guess they're fireflies?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe fire butterflies. Let's just go with that.
Fire what?
Fire butterflies.
Fire butterflies, everybody. I really, really like the art. It reminds me of Rayman. I like sort of the premise of you trying to like light up this world. Like once you get enough fireflies, you can charge up, these trees that litter the level, and then things get bright and nice, and it just feels good. The same as a lot of 2D games. I don't know, like the touch controls. They're actually not bags. It's got this slingshot thing.
Sure.
But
it's not very complicated either. You're not like doing tricky maneuvers.
No, like we're at a very, very early level, and I think they do introduce enemies, but this is not like a Meat Boy style.
Sure.
Like this is soothing and relaxing.
League of Evil would have been is that the game? League of Evil.
League of Evil would have been the iOS comparison to make. This is not League of Evil. That's true.
Few things are, if we're being honest.
No, League of Evil is really good. So there's a couple different ways that you can control this slingshot. I have a virtual joystick on the left that I can sort of drag around. Or, like, I actually found I enjoy playing this way more. You can just touch, like, now I'm touching the middle of the screen and just sliding around where I want, and then it's, like, more of, like, a proper slingshot.
Angry Bird style, a little bit.
Yeah, Angry Bird style. And then you sort of charge up these trees, go through the levels. They're, sort of like Duke, they're a little bit non-linear. You can sort of explore around and go where you want to go. Oh, what's that?
I would say avoid it. What?
No, it turns out it's good.
Never mind, it's awesome.
Yeah. I like Lumi, and it's free.
Yeah, I will play that game for sure.
We have a pretty decent Pokemon clone today.
Okay.
This is Dragon Island Blue, or Dragon Isle. No, it's Island.
It
is Island.
It's Island.
Not Isle. Whew, that was close.
Close. Stark difference between isles and islands.
Yeah, yes. There's not much going on in this game when it comes to like the art, right? Like it's sort of a little janky, sort of a little plain.
Capture that fairy.
Yeah, can I capture the fairy? So
let's find out.
So the way that this game makes its money is like you'll have a lower chance to capture things, but then you can like sort of spend in-app purchases to like guarantee like get the premium currency. Like that was a 95% chance because this is some lame ass fairy. But if it were like some badass dragon, you might only have like a 5% chance to capture it.
Look at all these clones of other Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean this
Togepi, the Pidgey.
Here's the deal, though. Like, there's not that many good Pokemon clones on the App Store, and this one's like very good. It's got a really, really big, what do you call it, a Monsterpedia?
Sure. Let's just call it a Pokedex.
Bestiary.
Yeah, Bestiary.
You know, there's all kinds of different animals.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
No, it's Beast. It's B-E-S.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the art's not much, but I like the gameplay. It's sort of simple turn-based battles, but it seems to prioritize, like, attack priority a lot more.
Right, you said you were using, like, a lot of haste to keep your team stacked, right?
Yeah, like, in a normal game, I would never mess with haste or slow. It's just not worth it. But this game, you have this attack priority over on the left, and then you can bump people up or down that list depending on how fast or slow their attack is. So it's like, if I slow this guy down, now I just moved him to the bottom of the pile.
I feel like that's a really smart JRPG strategy that never really gets implemented well.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually just faster to just beat up your enemies, right? And so, like, I have this party member, this Bitewing, that's really, really sort of weak. He doesn't do much damage. But if you haste him a couple times, he'll attack like 4 or 5 times in a row before any enemies get to. So there does seem to be a little bit more strategy to the battles, but there's still, you know, sort of the simple JRPG turn-based battles. This game's normally, you know, it's only normally 99 cents, but now it's free. I don't know later on, like, how aggressive the in-app purchases get. Like, they could get kind of scammy, but so far I totally feel like I can play this for free, and it's a totally, like, competent, big RPG.
How far in are you right now?
I mean, I've only probably played 30 minutes.
Okay.
But I like it. Dan, we took your chair again, Dan.
I like the idea of Dan as a recurring character on this show. The chair is just stolen. Nobody actually believes he's real. We just keep taking his chair.
Today's last free game is Bobbing.
I love it, and the music. More than anything, I love the music, which is so intense. And distractingly loud. So you're just tapping the left side of the screen, right, to jump up and down?
Yeah, so you tap... Yeah, like V, 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 V.
You gotta get 6. You gotta be correct with the amount of Vs.
I did. I counted it right. I did 6, I think.
I am saying that because I never do.
Oh, gotcha.
But you're also changing colors, right? Like you're tapping the other side of the screen to go through these portals.
It's almost as if you've had this game demoed for you before.
But now I understand it, so I can narrate it better than going, Justin, what's happening? And then I cry
and then you go,
whoa.
Yeah, so I'm tapping the left side of the screen to switch gravity up and down, and then I'm tapping the right side of the screen to change colors, and you need to be the right color to, like, pass through the game.
How complex does this get?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, still pretty. Well, don't do that.
Don't die.
Complex enough that it's killing you.
I mean, there's 100 levels. I'm on level 10, and it's not, like, hard, but I definitely need to think about what I'm doing. The big question is whether there's more colors later on, and I don't know the answer to that. I would imagine there probably is, but right now I'm just sort of switching between the blue and I guess it's pink. You get sort of perfect scores for collecting all the little doodads in each level, so, you know, it's one of these things where it's not that hard to, like, get through the stage.
Sure.
But if you want to, like, master it, you know, there's more going on. We saw a level earlier that did, like, crazy portals like this. It sort of set me back to give me another chance to get the...
So if you can...
Yeah, but they're not all like that. Like, the stages are a little bit non-linear. Bobbing.
I'll play that for free. 100 levels.
Weird name, good game.
True of most iOS games.
Yeah. So, and also another iOS game with a very good soundtrack.
Yes, phenomenal. I felt like I was in a club, but I was in my office. Office club.
You were dancing.
I was the whole time.
Even when we were playing Duke Nukem, which was weird.
Yeah. Music in Duke Nukem, not so great.
So, what do you think about these games, Mitch? Which of these would you play?
I would play, I mean, Duke 2 I would kind of give a shot just because, for $2, for a bit of nostalgia, why not? And then the other 3 I'm, like, way behind.
Yeah, for sure. Lumi HD is great. Dragon Island is, I'm impressed with it so far, with the caveat that, you know, who the heck knows how it develops.
Bobbing is my personal favorite of the week by far.
Yeah.
I love, like, simple platformers, especially if they have a good hook, like amazing music.
Yep. Yeah, Bobbing's super cool. So, Mitch, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Everyone at home, thank you for joining us. And, as always, for all the, well, I guess I don't know how to close this.
I don't know. Come back to IGN anytime you want to hang out with us, talk to us about mobile games.
We got video games and the iPhone games and
got all the games.
Xboxes.
Be sure to stay here with us at IGN.